Usually my
Hello ladies, I'm Wei and welcome back to our 6th episode of Unfiltered Femmes. The objective of this talk show is to provide a platform to openly discuss and normalize topics that are often considered taboo or uncomfortable. By doing so, we can encourage an open dialogue and create a safe space for women to share their experiences, concerns, and questions. Over to you, Elle.
Hi everyone, we are really back again. So today for our 6th episode of Unfiltered Femmes, we will be talking about something that we have been wanting to talk about. The topic of this episode will be Beyond the Age, Overcoming Suicidal Thoughts and Finding Home. So we are very honored and have invited Lisa, a mental health advocate, on this talk show to share more on how she overcome her depression and suicidal thoughts. Let us give us a warm welcome to Lisa!
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa. I'm a 24 years old full-time marketing and content creator. So I started my content creation journey with family comedy and mental health, and subcategories are like travels and climbing fitness. So if you climb together, yeah.
You mean about climbing, is it?
Yeah. Bouldering to lead climbing, but yeah. So why I do those subcategories is also to depict the work-life balance. You know, it all contributes to mental health. Yeah. So I initially started mental health, sharing my depression recovery was to show someone that it is possible to recover and still thrive.
Right.
That it's still possible. You know, it's
Wow.
not that. I mean, because the sense of hopelessness is so much at one point. And if you can relate to me in a way, then just know it's possible. And when my content creation progressed over time, then it got to new missions like bridging gaps between affected families, because you know it's very hard for parents and children to understand each other. So that's why I brought my dad in, and just sharing different perspectives. So I thought this is quite important, and thanks to you guys' support, I managed to think of new ways to share. So keep those questions coming.
Wow. I think this led the conversation to something that's really in depth. It's like, telling our viewers out there that, not only you can walk out of this, but you can also thrive as well.
Yes.
I think that is
Find your
really,
potential.
yes, and that's really the tipping point. And
Yes.
wow, we are so excited to hear what's upcoming. Yes, over to you, Wei Ling.
Alright, so thank you for this short introduction from you, and then you're so brave to step out of your comfort zone and talk about this and share your journey on how you overcome your depression and suicidal thoughts. Like before we start all this, how are you feeling right now? Do you feel like being overwhelmed by your past the memories that's flowing back to your mind, or how do you feel now?
Or you're just overwhelmed with work. Or you're just feeling high from the tequila.
Because you're two big shots,
Yeah, right. But usually people will be like, they will answer, oh, good, everything is great, Okay, but honestly, my answer is very tired.
Oh, very tired, okay.
Just work is just hectic and stuff, but it's very fulfilling at the same time. But usually this kind of talks will, I'm very keen to continue sharing, but sometimes it sparks different emotions in me. Yeah. So I hope you all don't mind if I get emotional.
And we kind of connected in different ways, and we sort of can relate as well.
For sure.
Definitely we can relate.
It's interesting because when I first started this content creation thing, I thought how I could share this story differently, but it came naturally actually. Because when I hear about different people's experience with depression, I always tell them that bear in mind I'm not a professional. I'm only sharing my
Personal story.
Yes, correct. So if I can advise you, and if that helps a little bit for you to push for that and not do the unthinkable, then why not, right? So
yeah. I mean, depression and suicidal thoughts are often considered as taboo topics, especially because, I personally feel that because it's like an illness that can't be seen.
Right.
So when I look at you, right, I feel like, you're not normal, you look
like
normal.
normal.
Yes. Don't tell me you have depression,
It's like I can't believe that
I receive that a lot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it's like a societal misconceptions and fear of judgment that contribute to the culture of silence and shame, leading individuals to suppress their struggles rather than seek support. So that discussions about mental illness may be met with discomfort or dismissal, but perpetuating the misconception that these issues are a sign of weakness or moral failing, right? Hence, those experiencing depression or suicidal thoughts may feel isolated and hesitant to speak openly about their experiences, and further emphasize on this taboo. Do you think so? Because I think right now at least like you're one of those mental advocates, right? That come up, and talk about this. But I feel that it's still sometimes it's one too many, in a way whereby there's only like so little people talking about it.
Yeah.
I feel like yes, our government is like talking about it a lot, like especially after
especially
COVID, right?
this year also.
Yeah, oh, is
they
it?
started this national mental health
Right.
initiative as well.
Right. So like it still feels like there's not enough
There's not
people
enough people that is
talking
out
about
and
yes.
talking up about it. Like they are also they feel that they are ashamed of being judged, and it's like yes, I have mental illness, I have mental health
Yeah.
problems, but this is an illness. But people are still seeing me as an illness. Like, oh, you know what? He has mental health problems. Don't go near him. That kind. Don't go near that person at all. So it's like not many people are actually willing to talk about their own health issues. And the moment they speak about their own mental health, right, it's more like, hey, you are like a disease that kind.
Yeah, actually, someone once, a close relative once told me that 我不要讲，我讲了人家以为我神经病。
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
有
yes,
人
yes.
一直觉得我神经病的，我不要他们讲，他们不会了解。
And then
Yes.
okay, there's this very common thing. There's this very common thing when you have such a good life. What you say about?
Wow, that's
Yeah,
very
that's
true.
true.
I got attacked by that so many times. Even a comment saying
Wow.
okay, the comment is like half insult, half compliment. Beautiful girl, lower your standards.
Wow.
Like it doesn't
Wow.
there's nothing to do with your appearance, your
Yes.
background, and your job, So yes, it is extremely difficult to open up.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult. And the thing is, back then it's not that I don't want to open up. It's more of I was in denial of my own depression symptoms. Yeah, so definitely fear of judgment is one of the first things that we think about, right? So those were some of the comments, and what I've experienced was I always make up talking about this thing, so you can't.
Yes, you may cut.
Yeah.
You can handle it. The camera is yeah.
I can clear my throat.
Because this is the concern that I had whenever I talk about this in podcast. The memory is so painful to the
Yes,
point
I
I met
understand.
my
Are they like fragmented thoughts?
They are.
Yeah, they're like you're trying to piece like these thoughts
Because-
together.
like I do experience a bit of memory loss when it came to all this past. It is extremely tough to open up, and it's not that I didn't want to open up previously. It's more of I was in denial of my own depression symptoms because I did not have a bad childhood. My parents brought me to rollerblade, cycle, everything. I even went to pageants. It's very fun.
Like
Kindergarten.
family time, is it like created
Like
more
kindergarten.
of a family time for you?
Wow.
Yeah. During kindergarten, I even won running competitions and art competitions. So it's very unlikely that I would even potentially face depression. And I was extremely extroverted, if you can tell that. So then even in secondary school, I was athletic.
Yeah.
But when it came to poly, everything changed. So that was when the first fear of judgment came, because my past classmates from secondary school were saying, "Oh, she used to be so bright, but she changed." I had to hear this type of gossips, and being in that mental frame, you're not going to take that lightly. Usually people will brush hate comments off, right? But during that time, you will take it very personally.
Yes.
Yeah, so and stuff like, oh, you brought this upon yourself, you deserve it. Just die.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard it from
My.
a few poly classmates, which really hurt. Because I was failing in my
Your exams, is it?
yeah, and one of the signs was also because my attendance was really bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really bad to the point I almost got expelled but not really expelled because the teacher gave me a lot of chance. I don't know what they saw in me but they just gave me chance. But the thing is, I myself wanted to drop out. Almost.
But
But
did
no,
you complete?
I complete. But I almost wanted to drop out, so Okay, but the thing about this whole thing of opening up, right? Usually people would say that it's easier for females, right? People would give better treatment to females. They say, oh, it's okay.
Is it because females look weaker?
Maybe.
Like more like
You know, who knows?
innocent
Like,
looking?
whatever reason it is, basically that's the general stereotype, right?
Yes.
So when it comes to males, it's generally portrayed as you have worse treatment. But that's because of the idea of toxic masculinity. And that comes from the perspective of cultural or societal pressure. And then that caused them to have a certain behavior that they should act out, like being dominating, suppressing their emotions. But that's the thing. So once I opened up, I did not have a good treatment at all. I mean, if you consider me pretty lah, a pretty girl,
Pretty.
and small, vulnerable, you know, I did not have a good.
So as in like when you tell your friends, they don't respond well to you saying that you have depression.
So half of my friends definitely will say, "What are you doing?" at
Yeah.
first, because I did not open up, but they can see the change. Okay,
Mm.
they can see the change, and then I'll be a bit taken aback at first, because honestly, you don't feel the change at first. You'll be like, oh, it's just a phase. I'm just sad, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
so you don't really, you have this mentality of it's not that deep,
Yes.
but it's actually that deep lah.
Right.
You know what I mean? For certain cases. So I will share this with my friends, and then I'll say like I do feel a shift in me where I feel a weight, a physical weight,
Okay.
and that I can't explain.
Like dragging you down?
Like I don't know, just this weight. Like I feel so sunk down. Then some of them will just be like 你笑啊. So I'm like okay lah, never mind. 算了. So then I did have this friend who okay, so basically because when I started to face this, it's because of academic pressure.
So
And
that's
at
the first
first,
initial symptoms
yeah.
that you face this.
I think the first trigger point.
The
The first trigger point,
Oh,
correct,
okay, the
correct,
first trigger point that
Yeah.
you led to.
Because you know there's this thing called EAE admission from secondary school to poly.
Oh yes.
So basically you do not have to get in by pure score.
Mm.
I got in by maybe talent, portfolio.
Your athlete, is it?
Not
Athlete.
that, but it's a different thing. So basically my portfolio and the way I carry myself during interview. But when I first entered poly, because I was so bad at science and Chinese, so there was this one girl, right, who said, who the hell gets above 15 for L1 R4? Huh? 为什么 like 这样 mean girls mean girls in real life I was like, this actually exists. So the moment she said that, because you know I was young and naive, I don't know how to have this self-confidence that doesn't tally to my grade, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it first started from there. I was the type of person who studied very hard, but my grades are always lower than the person who get A+.
Right.
Because I cannot get A+. So it started from there.
Also,
So
you
I was
demoralized,
like,
is
wow,
it?
really, like-
I
study
always
so
work so
hard.
hard, but I don't
Yeah, like you know, it's like you
No,
study so
it
hard.
happened like for each and every subject. You know, people will always be like, hey, you get what? I get damn low leh, A minus. Wow, free. I just pass, I'm very happy, you know. But I did not expect that to affect me. So I didn't, okay, at that point I won't think that it will affect me so much lah. So I just thought, since they all put so little effort, they all put little effort lor. Just, I mean, in year 1, year 2, the graduation so far away, just live my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's when I started to party,
Okay.
clubbing, and then you know this kind of thing will manifest the bad influences,
Yes.
the addictions.
start to stray already.
Yeah, it's not straight, but I really enjoyed my CCA that time in poly, Muay Thai. So I counted on that. That's the only thing I look forward to, and clubbing. So, but the problem is, everything just became worse and worse because I got a boyfriend from this clubbing thing, right? And then my attendance lost also because I started to work part-time in the club.
Wow.
You know, like as a party promoter. But sometimes you'll be like, you work until 6 a.m., go to school at 8 a.m. that job.
Wow.
But it's not sustainable at all.
Yes, it's like
it's
I
crazy.
think you're like so shacked already.
But that's the thing, right? Like, okay, so academic pressure, a toxic boyfriend that become more toxic because of the addiction. I become more toxic because of the addiction. And then things became violent.
Did he like sort of abuse you?
So the problem is, right, both of us started from somewhere similar, but we feed the addiction and we fed the toxic behaviors and stuff. I never hit anyone because I was quite a simp. I was like, oh, anything you want, yeah, anything for you. it surprised me one time when I got my first punch from him.
Wow.
I got my first punch from him, then I was like, then I started to feel like my worth went down. But it didn't really hit you at the time. That's the problem. You don't know what happens to you. You don't ask yourself good questions, and then you just let it escalate.
Like manifest.
You just let it escalate.
Yeah.
So, okay, never mind. Then fast forward, right? So he did very bad thing to his family. He himself changed. He caused grievous hurt to his family, and I thought I played a part in it.
So does it make you feel like wow, your self-worth is like even
It's not just that. It's not just that.
Do you like question yourself like?
It's
Did
like
that really happen? Did I
yes,
make
correct.
him become like this?
I caused it.
Yeah, did you
I caused it.
Yeah, you feel like you caused
So I
him?
would think that this family is hurt because of me.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I know, yeah, what you mean,
Yeah. So that really stuck to you even until today. So I mean it's something to work on, you know.
Yeah.
But okay.
But was it? But it wasn't, right?
I mean, okay, usually okay, that's what my own friends will tell me, right? Like it's not your fault, it's his actions and stuff.
Yeah.
But you will always think that you'll contribute. That's just when you are the one feeling it, right?
Right.
Then you'll be very hard on yourself.
Yeah.
You'll overly critic yourself. So that's how this
Yes.
But putting a pause onto this timeline, right? Was it this period in time that really led you
it boosts the depression like crazy.
Okay.
It boosts it like
and
crazy.
this was the incident that caused the suicidal thoughts.
Okay, so basically, right, that's how did my parents find out? How did my teachers
Yes,
find out?
yeah.
My teachers saw the difference in attendance, even in my behavior. So let's say I did not go to a lecture for like many times, but I was playing the attendance system. So when I finally went to class, the teacher was asking me, "Who are you?
Oh my god.
Who are you?"
Also maybe they see that okay this person is here but then she never see the
That was
person
so
before.
long, never see.
Yeah, never seen this person but then you know that she's here.
Okay, but even the way I reply is very quiet. Like, the way I reply is like, Lisa trying to check.
Oh.
It's like,
Okay. But you don't give a damn.
it's like obvious, they know why am I here, that kind of thing. So even my friends tell me that, okay, those who met in poly, I have a few close friends until now that tell me the reality, right? That Lisa, your eyes change. You seem very different. Then like, oh then, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
oh, then
so what?
what am I going to do?
Yeah.
But because also maybe I lack self-awareness, I knew I was changing, but I didn't want to do anything about it because it's a very sunken place before you choose to snap. But anyways, that's a different story for later. Okay, so basically so I couldn't play the attendance system anymore. I received a letter. 3 lessons I'm going to be debarred because of attendance, not because of grades.
Wow. Okay.
That email was sent to my parents.
Oh.
Wow.
Then you are like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
also like dead now because
5 a.m. I was lying down in bed. Door budge. And then, Suicidal!
wow.
What is this?
Wow. You're dead
My dad and my mom, both.
Oh, both is
Both of
dead.
them.
But I think you're very angry.
Yeah.
Wow, just
Yeah. Wow.
Shut up.
I mean, I'm still human, you know, but my heart sank. But what kind of human I was just a very,
I don't care anything.
like, you know, 这样咯.
Ah.
Yeah, so that happened.
Wow.
是这样咯. So they knew at that point that something is not the same anymore.
Like something is very different from
Very
your
different.
usual self. Is
Because if they knew that something is not different, they'll keep bugging you.
Yes,
mah.
yes,
They'll keep like, tell me, why? But they knew that something changed. So that's how my teachers and parents know. And then actually this story is more complex. It's not very straightforward actually. So usually people will think, oh, after that, then your parents know, your teachers know, you change now.
No.
So my parents had to go to school and talk to the teacher. So that is where I decided to try and make change. Because when I spoke to the teacher so many times, even me crying, I walked out of the office crying to the classmates who told me to die. So I was like,
They asked you to die?
they did.
Oh my god, so bad.
No, okay, but maybe it's my fault because I did not do the group projects at that point.
Oh, is it your like group mates or your actual classmates, like the
People,
whole class?
so I mean group projects that I had to work with.
Oh.
Like, I understand like now that
Frustration
I'm
is
normal, right? Like I understand when someone don't contribute. But at the same time, asking to die is a bit
Quite extreme
right?
though. It's
Yeah,
very, very
yeah.
extreme.
So basically, I cried out walking off the office with them around me. I felt so much shame. It just depleted me. But basically, before I came out, what the teacher told me was, we have to invite our parents to school.
You have to talk with them.
Yeah, but at the time I'm like shit lah. Like, can you not?
Yeah. Because, yeah.
Okay, so basically this is what happened. If you go to a psychiatrist and get the official letter that you are eligible for the next term, then we will let you take the exam.
Wow.
So I had to go IMH.
So you sort of like need to be diagnosed.
I'm forced to go and be diagnosed.
Okay.
Because nobody wants to be diagnosed with depression, I tell you first.
Yes.
Why? It's because,
Why?
okay, like finding jobs.
Oh yeah.
Finding jobs, right? What's your history?
Yeah.
Secondly, insurance. Can you have hospital plan?
Oh no, I don't think so.
You cannot.
Cannot, right?
I fight until now, I cannot get it. Then later we give me change. Okay. But basically, it hit me because, okay, all this was not what I thought about last time.
Yeah.
I only learned about it as I grew older. And then there's more, that is the reason why I realized that people don't want to open up. Because it not only affects your relationships, yourself, but also your opportunities.
Like
Or
the
maybe
potential
people just
companies
have a statement that if you go IMH, right, you must be really crazy, then you'll get over there.
But I was really crazy, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So basically, okay, so that happened, right? Fast forward, I broke up with this ex. Okay.
But the very toxic boy, right?
That caused the grievous hurt to me,
Yeah.
the family, everything. Okay, so everything was calm for a while. I was in recovery mode.
Oh, okay.
Haven't at my therapist.
But
Okay, but the problem with this recovery mode, right, is I haven't really fully recovered from this relationship. You know how love is very strong.
love is blind.
It sounds cringy, but it's just facts lah, honestly. Then I got together with another person. So the reason why I thought he was great was because he was my best friend in poly for 3 years.
Oh.
You thought I didn't understand you.
Yeah.
Not only that, I was the last in class.
And then he's also the last in
I was
class.
the first in class.
Wow.
So why?
Well, yeah, why?
So why would you want to associate yourself with me?
Yes.
Right? So at that point of time, I still did not know self-love.
Is it because he played a dare game with his friends? Like,
No lah, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't know lah. Whatever. Okay, so basically that happened, we got together, and then I felt confidence, but I did not realize that this confidence was not for myself. Okay, so one day, okay, this is the situation how my suicidal attempt happened. Okay, I would never think of suicidal attempt one.
yeah.
Who the hell?
Yes. Like, who in the right mind would think that, okay, I should suicide, that kind of thing?
Nobody will want to end your story like this.
Right.
Okay, so I really wanted to recover. I really wanted to make the most out of my last year in poly. So he's the one who has to go for internship first, like first and
Yes,
second
right.
sem. I'm the second sem, he's the first sem. And then suddenly, so we are celebrating. Like our friends are celebrating. Like, oh, you got this internship, so let's have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, feel happy for them, that kind.
Yeah, at this very tall building, because it's nice, the breeze and the scene and everything, right? But suddenly he came very drunk, and then he was acting out on everyone. But the thing is, the problem is, before that we were texting so nicely, we were hanging out very nicely. And then he suddenly said, "Where were you when I needed you?" But basically he was drunk. So then he came up, and then I don't know what kind of thing escalated, but we pushed each other. But before we pushed each other, he said, "You're a horrible person, I wish I never met you."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That will broke your heart.
Oh, I think your heart just like from here,
I don't know.
just sang all the way
I
down.
black out.
You know how to process that
I don't know how to
information.
process. I really don't know how. So
How long
because
were you with, how long were you with him?
I wasn't with him very long, but the thing is we have been best friends.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. We
For 3
we went
years,
through
right?
quite a bit as friends.
Yeah, yes.
But that was the last thing I expected lah. So I don't know how to process, right? Then I screamed and I pushed him. Then he pushed me back.
You're at the top building, right?
But 我这样小 then 你这样大 I mean I'm such a
Yeah,
like
petite size, petite size.
I'm not petite but you know what I mean like the guy is so much bigger then you hit me it's like
the strength lah.
Hello?
His strength.
so when he dared to hit me I'm just a bit shocked because it stirred up old memories where not the first lah but the previous
the
one
previous one, which is the toxic guy.
the previous one where he punched me a few times
Wow.
he punched me a few times in different scenarios so then suddenly I thought
You are better than.
no I suddenly thought
Did I
do I
deserve
deserve
it?
this?
Yeah,
Did I deserve it? Did I do something?
Yes.
Because the cycle is repeating again.
Yeah.
Then he okay, so not just that horrible word, right? But it's also you did not know your own boundaries. You don't know your own boundaries, you deserve to get this. And then he said something really weird like your parents owe me money. But it's not true. I don't know why he said that. So
He's in a very drunk state though.
he is a very drunk state, but that doesn't give you
Yes.
that doesn't justify you at all. We were at that building, I told everyone to F off. Shut off already. The moment that happened, so that's when I sort of
Go into your own zone already.
it's a zone I never felt
Like
before.
you're not you anymore.
I never felt that zone before. So the thing is when I thought I was recovering and then suddenly I reached that zone, I was just the moment I said everyone go away, I wanted to die already.
Just next.
Sign. Yeah.
I mean that feeling just can't.
It's it snapped because of those words.
Okay.
You played such a huge part in my recovery mode. Not saying I'm blaming you. I mean maybe. but as in because I was recovering quite okay.
Yeah.
But my recovery, I did not know that it's a wrong type of recovery because I did not look inwards. I did not look towards self-love. I did not look towards self-confidence. It was still dependent on validation of other people's words.
Yes.
You know, like, oh, you're recovering, very good.
You're doing good, you're doing great, just keep it up.
Yeah, but inside is because of that person
Of
said.
those comments that
Yeah.
you feel that, oh, okay, maybe
Okay,
I'm
maybe
really
I'm
recovering. Yeah, maybe I'm recovering very well, that kind.
But I did not realize that I'm relying on it. I'm relying on that. So the moment he switched,
Everything changed.
but it's not just because of those words. Everything accumulates together. You know, like when he said that, then I would think of the past.
Like flashbacks lah.
Yeah, everything combined together. So, when everyone went away, they did not expect what I would do next.
They really went away, like nobody was there. Even your like some of my friends there, no one was there.
No one was there.
So they just like
They just went to another block,
but
Then they just let you
they
there.
just left you there.
but they did not expect them.
But how did someone find out about you
Okay.
standing there?
Blame that my friends left me because it's really what I wanted at that point. I just really wanted some time alone, although I knew that something snapped. Okay, so I did not react impulsively. I thought about everything, everything that happened and how it led to this. And the more I thought about it, the more my heart sank. The more my heart just sank. And it was such a scary feeling because it's much more than the feeling when I was having depression.
Wow.
Because remember when I told you about when my teachers told me to go psychiatrist and everything, I did. Okay, IMH and everything, I did already. They gave me antidepressants, I took.
Did it help? The antidepressant pills?
It helped because it will really escalate your serotonin and stuff like that, but I'm not a doctor lah, so but basically it did help a bit, but it's but to me, okay, sorry, I did not take it regularly, but so basically when I sat there, I knew how depression felt like. I accepted that I had depression, but to attempt a suicide attempt is a different level
Yeah,
of darkness.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really like a sinking feeling in your heart. So basically, I don't really speak to my relative, but suddenly I say, suddenly I thought to text her,
Oh, what?
please help me. I wanted to say please.
One of the relatives.
Yeah,
Very close, is it?
relatives you're not really close
Yes,
to,
yes, yes.
but because I don't want to tell my parents.
Is it of like a close age or is it of
Not
much
close age, I just anybody who's close to me, I just need help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just thought I need help. I texted it. But it's just out of the blue, like she don't really talk to me. Like imagine someone, your cousin, you don't really talk to, suddenly say I need
Don't
help.
understand.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
understand.
but the moment I type it out, I'm just okay, stop.
You don't know what to expect, whether they'll reply
You
you or
didn't
not.
send through.
Yeah, I didn't send. So basically I sent to my close friend. I just say something 变了.
Something 变了. Oh, okay.
变了 lor. The more I talk, the more I was sure that I wanted that. The more I talk, so I was just like
Maybe like a call or messaging.
tele audio. Tele audio.
Okay.
So I was like, I really cannot. The more I talk, I said I really cannot take it anymore. Most of that was sent to my close friends. So one of my close friends was in the group that we were together with earlier on.
And then you were saying that they went to the next building, right?
Yeah.
All of
So
them, right?
Yeah, so I'm not sure where they went to, like, exactly, but basically I told one of them as well. And then I told her, the more I talk, right, then I said, that's it already. So basically the building, they had this railing, that you can sit over and still not fall.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Yes.
I shared this with other, areas, but so basically I stood up.
You were standing up.
I stood up and I went over, I sat like this.
Okay, that was near the edge, is it?
I sat on the edge. I sat on the thing.
Sat on the edge, is it?
Your corridor, I sat on the thing.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I was just so gone already.
Like, do you like feel very scared at that point in time? Like,
No, at that point I did not felt scared. I was just, that's it.
Yeah.
So I did this, right? I was holding the thing, then I did this. Then I just enjoyed the view because fear of heights does not happen anymore.
Yes.
Then suddenly, I thought my brothers, they are really, really young. And then I just did this first. Then I fell backwards. Then I texted my friend. And then I did not know that one of the friends that I texted who was hanging out with me earlier on called the police.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but the problem with these police, right, was because remember before that I told you that my ex and I argued.
Yes.
We argued at the top of our lungs, we pushed each other, that police came.
It's the same police?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the police tried to mediate things and then they said, you sure you're okay first of all, you're sure you're okay? Then I'm like, yeah, we're okay I don't want him to get in trouble The police came, I told them, I don't want him to get in trouble, we are okay. They came back, they took my phone and they heard the cries. Remember the tele audio I was saying? To my friends, they heard everything. So I thought they would have some sympathy.
So how did they take your phone from you? Like,
No,
your phone
okay,
was at the
okay,
side,
because
side?
at that point of time, I was already lying down like this, right? And they came up. I was lying down, I was looking down. I was not at the railing, but they came. That is when you are arrested already. Because you are a danger to yourself. Okay? So that's...
Did they pull you out from there?
No, I was already down. Because before I said I put myself back now.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, suddenly I told my brothers I was scared again. I started to feel again. Then, so basically the police was reading the tele audio. They were listening. Then I can hear my own cries. I was just like, okay. Then, okay, what do you expect the police to say to you? What do you expect?
I mean, I would feel that maybe the police officer would be like, I think you need help.
I think after you share like that, right, it feels like the police feels that 只是 boyfriend 跟 girlfriend 在吵架而已。
Why y'all have to make things until so big? No, sorry. Why you have to make things until so big?
Oh, okay.
You make it worse.
Wow. The police officer.
Police say that.
The police officer said that.
Not just one, but it's two. I've never said it in online before.
It's two of the officers said that to you. Why are you making this such a big hoo-ha, that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
That's why I say maybe
But-
他只是觉得只是 boyfriend and girlfriend 在吵架 it's like they're just
But it doesn't matter what it is. I was suicidal.
Yeah, it was suicidal.
My friend called you to say that I almost drowned.
Mm.
So why would you say that? You know? So it
Maybe
doesn't.
because they think otherwise.
Yeah.
Maybe they have like
Zero empathy,
Yeah,
basically.
I feel that maybe they also have maybe they have also encountered similar situations.
Maybe too many.
Yeah, that's why they feel that okay, you know what,
But
it's
you
just
are
another-
you are facing this kind of thing. I believe you should be trained.
Yeah,
Honestly, before this, I don't dare to say this out loud.
Mm.
But I'm a bit angry right now when I hear more suicidal attempts
Yeah.
and stuff. So okay, they sent me to the IMH. When I'm on the way to the IMH, they called my parents lah. I reached IMH. I reached the doctor. He said, you met your psychiatrist, right? The antidepressant never work.
Mm.
Huh?
The first question
Never work.
he asked is
It
this.
never work. Yeah, so I'm just like, no. But I don't want to say anything anymore. Friends tell me to die. Friends. Police. Doctor. I was damn angry. I was so angry with the world. That kind of fury and darkness is just weird. Then my father came. Usually my I thought about this so many times, I still cry.
I mean it's I feel that because it's like
No, every time when it comes to family.
yes, definitely, of course. I mean it's like family plays a very big part in this. And I feel that no matter how many times you talk about it, right, it's still you still feel that way. So it's not just because like, wow, 你讲一次你就
Family makes a very
yes,
big part.
correct. So it's more of like
I think it hits more even now because of everything that the strength that I have now, the content that we did, we came such a long way.
Yeah.
That's why it hurts even more because these mental health contents are not easy to do.
Yeah.
understand. And it's not
It looks easy. Social media always portrays everything
Yeah.
as everything.
It's easy.
So I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised that I did not stay in the IMH.
Okay.
Okay. All they did was bill me for the doctor's consultation. Then
So when your daughter came, he just like discharged, he just bring back home.
okay, so basically I sat here. I just I never said anything. I just sat beside him. All I asked him was, can I lie on your shoulder? I just lie down. I wanted to tell him everything that happened, but I said like I wanted to say like, did you ever call me? Then suddenly the doctor came. Then I'm like, maybe it's a sign I shouldn't say because his heart is already broken from the call.
From the call.
Yeah, from the call. Like come down to take my daughter.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I don't know how the doctor will portray, like I mean the caller, they portrayed it because they already said it in such a nasty tone. Maybe they said it in a nasty tone, I don't know, but basically I was just like, okay, don't say anything. And then he just asked me if I wanted a drink. But then he never said anything. He was just there. And then when he did this, then I was just like, okay, maybe that's enough. I don't need you to hear me out. That's enough. Okay? Why it got really emotional because remember when I said, what is this? When I got the attendance problem. After a while I talked a little bit about depression and then that's when my parents did not have a good reaction. So they will be like, we give you such a good life, why do you have depression?
Like they will mention like 为什么我女儿有
Like 为什么? Like you are extroverted, you are everything, we give you everything. But after gaining a certain level of strength, I realized that because I don't understand myself, I cannot explain myself to them, they also don't understand me, everyone is scared.
Yeah.
You know, everyone is scared.
Yes.
So like this is the part why I bring my parents in because I need everyone, families to know that you cannot expect yourself to receive something and understand immediately. Even some professional mental health therapists can't do that. Yeah, so it really takes a lot of understanding between each other. And another thing, on top of the arrest, right, I had to go back to the psychiatrist. So I'm like, what do you expect your psychiatrist to do when you first enter the room?
Like,
How really?
no, it's like,
Yeah.
have you taken an antidepressant?
Very baby questions.
Yeah,
That is how it should be. Like
always starts small.
Like, are you in a safe space to talk about this? The first encounter I had was, can these two interns assess you as well?
Huh? Why?
这么晚你 like seriously
Like, treating you as a guinea pig?
Yeah, that's in IMH.
Yeah. So I was just like,
Like, what?
what can I say?
Yeah, you already
But
like,
what if you feel uncomfortable sharing whatever?
No, but
that
the
you-
thing is, right, you are in such a vulnerable position. When you go into IMH, the first question they will ask you is, are you suicidal? Yes. Then I assume they will let the person know, right?
yeah.
Then 为什么我 first 进去你问我这个
question. Yeah, like, can the two interns
Yeah.
assess you? I'm like, huh? I thought they should have like a checklist or what, like to...
Like, 没有那个
at this stage, right, I will
Yeah.
dare to say, kind of question is asking me. But now I'm confident and stuff, right? But that time I was not. I was so scared. I was so shivery. I was like, oh, okay. But okay, this is the part where people don't dare to open up. Is also because if you are a danger to yourself, you'll be arrested, you'll be confined, and everything. But then people will overthink, how much can I open up? Definitely there is a certain extent you are a danger to yourself, self-harm and everything. But if you're gonna lock me up like that, brother, I don't
say it.
Yeah, I don't say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was damn angry with everyone. Because at first my parents don't understand me. The only comfort was one close friend who said, you need anything, I deliver to you. That was the only comfort I had. But I understand it's very important, but at the time it was just so overpowering, right? I cannot feel that love anymore. You know what I mean? I never expect to feel that kind of hatred for the world, you know? Yeah. So when it came to the ex, because the ex, the second, I mean the
one
So there was the one with the...
one on the rooftop, actually I forgave him and I accepted him back into my life.
Why?
Oh.
But why? But what made you do so? Why?
Because he apologized.
Okay. He went over to your house to apologize.
He wrote a letter. Then he met me again and then he said he's really sorry, he don't know why. And I justified that because my friends agreed that like everyone is shocked. Yeah.
But by his behavior that time, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So so I forgave him, the same thing happened.
Well, he also like, talked to you in a drunken state at that point in time?
Yeah.
Or he was in a very sober state?
Drunken state also lah.
And then he talked the same exact words to you. You brought this upon yourself, right?
Not the same thing,
Not
but-
even the same thing. It felt a bit of okay, but it felt a bit of deja vu because we are around the same friends again.
Oh, okay. The same friends?
Yeah.
The same high building?
No, not same body. Khaki. You know the road
Khaki,
there,
is it?
like it's very long and stretchy.
Oh, okay.
He pushed me throughout the whole thing. That was just like okay, so basically that fit to the ankle. Okay? So basically that fit to the ankle and then I shut off the word. Self-isolating and then I allowed myself to feel anger. My parents didn't know what to do, but basically what they did was my mom started to go on YouTube tutorial to understand what depression is.
Okay.
What's the difference between depression and feeling sad?
Oh.
And my father had a different approach. He was just like, don't nag, don't scold, because he's a very overprotective
Yes,
dad, you know
yes,
what I mean? Overprotective dads will usually like, but he just, 你要吃这个吗? A bit dead. So the next day after I attempted suicide, right, I went out for a very long walk.
Pick yourself up.
But my parents allowed that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, you're allowed. But at that point of time, I was quite crazy. You know, my father said in other podcasts before that my eyes changed. He looked at me and the girl that walked past before him who was in IMH the same. So to him it's very scary. So that's when he thought, okay, I shouldn't say anything. Let her go.
Let you do what you
Let her go.
Okay.
Let go with the flow. So basically what I did was I started to, Punggol Waterway,
Yes.
I walked very long. Don't know what I was doing, but I just walked very long. No social media, anything. Whether it's dark or whether there's someone who will hit at me, I don't care. Yeah. So I keep doing that.
Like at the same area?
Yeah, same area because it's just convenient. So basically I keep doing that. Then I will come back home, lock the door, my room is dark, play sad songs. Okay, so this is the part where it helps. To allow yourself to accept your situation and to embrace that whatever darkness is very helpful. Because usually people will be like, oh my god, I shouldn't feel this way, I shouldn't feel this way. It's not right, it's not right. And they shove it down and it gets worse later. But
It's sort of like acknowledging what
yeah,
you're
correct.
Yeah.
You have to eventually accept it. And then, so that is when I had a certain snap to start running. I did not know what that will do, but I keep running and running while feeling the anger for the world.
Okay. So it's more of like you're running away from the world, that kind of stuff.
A bit cliche, right? But it's true lah. So that's why I felt I don't want to talk to anyone. Even before I run, my mom would say, let's go to Starbucks. What cake you want? Because I love Oreo cheesecake, right? Then I'm like, don't want anything. Your appetite just completely ruined. Everything is ruined, you know. So you have to find one reason you will leave. To me, is my brothers.
Your two
Okay.
younger brothers.
Yeah. Even if, because the time my parents didn't understand me, right? But my brothers don't know anything. Imagine they wake up and 他们的 bigger sister
Not there.
not anymore.
And I mean, we also learned a lot from you, from your
I
experiences.
learned from you guys as well.
And as well as the experiences, like how we are able to assist or help the surrounding people who are actually in health depression. Yes, and we really hope that this episode with Lisa would actually help to create a safe and open space for women to explore and discuss their concerns and questions on how to deal with depression and be kinder to the people around us, as we never know that what they are going through internally. Alright, so last but not least, we'd like to thank Lisa for joining and sharing all these valuable insights. You can find Lisa on her Instagram, Lisa in Tan C, and TikTok, Lisa in Tan with a double N at the back. Alright, so once again, thank you, Lisa, and we will see you ladies on our 7th episode. See ya!
Thank you.
Bye! Thank you, Lisa!
Thank you.